Hi, this is Gerald, also known as Joe Remax, coming to you about a very common question. Can foreigners own property? I want to deliver to you the lowdown on what is misinformation, what is true, what is false. So I know I look at the internet and many people say, oh, you cannot, you can, you can't, it doesn't matter, and so forth. So what is the truth and how does it work? The truth is the government will allow a foreigner to own a condominium. No problem with that. And the government says a foreigner cannot own land, meaning anything attached to land, a house on a land. So when you buy your house, you buy your land, nope, doesn't go. You can own a condo, and on the bigger scale of things, a condominium building must be majority owned by Thais. That means that 51% of the building must be owned by Thais, 49% can be owned by foreigners, but not over 49%. So that said, what does that mean really, 49%? Is it 49 out of 100 units? And that's not quite the right answer. The right answer is by square meters. So some units are bigger than smaller units, and if you buy a bigger unit, maybe you can't, but you could buy the smaller unit before you buy any property. You need to verify that there is sufficient square meters left in that building to support your buying of that property. And then you're all good. There are two titles in Thailand, freehold and leasehold. Your condominium, you want to check that too when you're buying a condominium. Is that freehold or leasehold? In general, most are freehold, but you need to check, because a leasehold means you don't own it forever. You own it for the period of the lease and whatever is remaining on that lease if you're buying a second-hand property. So be aware of that too. So I would say 90%, 99% of condos are all freehold, but some are leasehold. So you just want to keep an eye open for that. I wanted to address the misconception that people share so much, is that a foreigner can own land, no problem. The answer is there are ways around the law, but the law is to say no, foreigners can only own condos. When it comes to land, it doesn't matter townhouse, house, empty land, land you're going to build on, a farm. The general rule is no, you cannot buy that. Now you may have heard rumors about someone owning a cute little bungalow and so forth. There are different ways to do this, and I'll get into a different video about that, but generally speaking, no, that cannot occur. Lease land up to 30 years with renewable 30 years. You can build a house on that land, you can own the house that's built on that land, but you cannot own that land. So there are a lot of complications when you try to own land. Simple, safe. The Condominium Act supports you owning a condominium. It's held in your name. So that's hopefully clears up some of the myths and fallacies about owning property in Thailand. In general, very simple answer is condo, yes. Everything else, no. And I'll talk about other videos about how some people work around that through leasing, through Thai spouse, Thai company. There are ways. So I hope this helped you understand a little bit more about owning property in Thailand. Thank you very much for joining me for this little tidbit of Thai ownership information.